Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi hadana lihada wa ma kunna linahtadiya laula an hadanallah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tabi'ahu bi ihsan ila yaumiddin, amma ba'du. Hello students, we meet again. Today we will discuss about the foundation of planning. This chapter is talking about why we must make a plan. After reading this chapter, I want you able to define what is the planning, explain what is the potential benefit of the planning, and you can identify potential drawback in planning, and you can understand what is the difference of strategic plan versus the tactical plan, and then you will know why the manager prefer to directional plan rather than specific plan. And then I want you to understand what are the steps in strategic planning process, strategic management process, and especially you can explain and make the SWOT analysis in your planning and describe you the independent identify a competitive advantage. Okay, that is our goal in this chapter. And then we start with the defining of the planning. What is the planning? Planning for organization is why the organization define the objective or goal. Every organization have objective or goal, and their objective or goal is defined in the plan. And then establishing overall strategy for achieving the goal. We have discussed about the overall strategy. This is the target or goal, and then this is the talking about how. This is talking about what's want to do, and how to do, how to achieve it. And then we make comprehensive hierarchy of plan to integrate and coordinate activities. Planning is concerned with ends, target, what is to be done, as well as with mean, how it is to be done. He's talking about what is the objective and goal, what is to be done. The end is talking about the objective of goal, and how is to be done is talking about the strategy. So in planning, the main topic in planning is about the target and the strategy, objective or goal, and the strategy. What is the strategy to achieve that goal, to achieve that objective or a goal. That is the main of the planning. Okay. We have question here. Why the manager have to make a planning? We can illustrate here. There are four reasons why the manager engages to make a planning. Because of change in environment. Do you know about environment in this context? Environment is everything outside of organization. Everything outside of organization, that mean is environment. Competitor, supplier, customer, government, that is the environment, because there are outside of the organization or outside of the company. There are 4 reasons why the manager engaged to make a plan. Firstly, manager must be make a plan because they have to set the standard. They have to set the standard to facilitate control. The standard to facilitate control. The standard is can be target. That is the standard performance. That is the standard performance want to achieve of the organization. And then plan used to provide direction, because when we have a plan, we know what want to do here, what want to do in the future. So we know the direction of our organization. So the plan is give a direction for organization. So, and then the planning is for reduce the impact of change, because of change in organization, in environment, because of change in environment can impact our organization, can impact to the company. So to reduce the impact, we have to make a plan. And then finally, the plan is to minimize loss and redundancy. Was, what is the was? Something not used, something that not used in our activity in organization. What types of plan? There are 2 types in planning: the strategic plan, strategic, and the tactical. The strategic is talking about in time frame, is talking about the long-term plan, and the tactical is short-term. And strategic is directional, that is mean general plan, directional or general. And the tactical is specific, that's mean techniques. It can say this technique or techniques. And then the strategic plan is single use, only one in the organization. And the tactical plan is always ready or standing, steady or riding. We can make different of strategic plan and tactical plan in the side of focus and time. The focus strategic plan is wide. Establish overall objective. The position of organization in terms of its environment, the position. Yeah. This is the competitive manner. In competitive manner, you can see this. And the tactical is talking that the specific and the detail of the strategy to achieve our objective or our goal. This tactical talking about the detail, strategic talking about the general. talking about the general. In time, the difference of strategic and tactical is about the term short term and long term. Long term for strategic. Short term for tactics. Tactical or tactics. Tactical plan. Strategic plan can apply broadly to entire organization for everybody in the organization. Broadly, establish the organization overall objective, the overall objective in general, seek to position the organization in terms of its environment. It's talking about from the competitor, and provide direction to drive an organization efforts to achieve its goal. Serve as the basis for tactical plan, that is, provide the basis for tactical plan. So, in hierarchy, we must make the strategic plan, and then we continue to the tactical plan. Strategy, then tactic. So, we're talking general. Firstly, must be general. Then, we're talking about the detail. Don't make plan start with the detail, because when we start with detail, we will don't understand the overall objective or the general, the direction of our organization. Okay, that is the strategic plan. And then the tactical plan. Tactical plan, we can say the tactical plan is operational plan. This apply to specific part of the organization, that is the specific part, and derive from strategic objective. So this is the derivative from the strategic objective. Specify the detail, and then detail, and shorter period of time. It must be updated continuously to meet current challenge. It must be updated continuously. We can illustrate here. The strategic plan. What is the strategic plan in these two picture? The strategic plan is the left side of this picture. That is the direction plan or strategic plan. We're talking about how to achieve B from A. We don't talking about the way. We don't talking about how to get A to B. We're talking just only the direction, not the detail of way of to get the direction, not this. We're talking about the detail or specific in specific plan. That is the illustration about the directional plan or the strategic plan versus the specific plan. Okay. Another difference of specific plan and direction plan. In specific plan, we clearly define the objective. So there is no room to misinterpretation. There is no room to misinterpretation. What, when, where, how much, and by whom is clearly defined. So this is focused on the detail of the plan. We can say this is the schedule, maybe. Yes, this is schedule. Yes, what, when, where, how. This is talking about the schedule. Okay. And the direction plan. This is the flexible plan, not strict. set out general guidelines. So this is just only guideline and focus in outcome. Yeah, this focus in outcome result. This focus in progress, talking about how the process. Specific plan, talking about the process, and the directional plan, talking about the result. What is different about single-use and standing plan? Single-use plan mean that this plan is to meet the need of particular unique situation. Meet the need of particular unique situation. So this is unique. Single day sales advertisement, for example. This is example. Single day sales advertisement. And the standing plan, that means the plan is ongoing and provide guidance for repeatedly perform action. Repeatedly perform action in organization. For example, the policy of the customer satisfaction. That is the standing plan. How about strategic management? The strategic management process is a 9-step process that involves strategic planning, implementation, and evaluation. The organization currently identify the mission statement. Define the purpose of organization. So this is the main goal. Of the organization. We know about this vision and mission. And talking about the objective and the strategy and operation of the business. For example, founder vision and describe the strategy and operation of the business. Vision and describe vision and describe the strategy of and operation of the business. That is the strategic management. For top manager, this is the top manager job. Strategic management process is for top manager job. Firstly, they have identified the organization current mission, the mission of organization, and objective and strategy to achieve the mission. And then they have to analyze the environment and analyze the organizational resource that is outside, that is inside organization. The resource inside organization, environment outside the organization. From environment from outside, we're talking about the opportunity. From the inside, we're talking about the strength and weakness. From outside, we're talking about the opportunity and threatness. So we know about the SWOT, S and W. That means the strength, and W, that means the weakness, and that is the opportunity and threat. So when we analyze the environment, we will get the opportunity or threat. When we analyze the organizational resource inside the evaluation inside organization, we get the strategy and weakness, the strength and weakness, not strategy, and the strength and weakness. And then we combine this analysis. We call this SWOT analysis. And then we formulate the strategy and then we implemented this strategy, and then finally we evaluate the result. So this is the process in management, in strategic management, in management of the strategy. Okay. How to analyze the environment? Firstly, we have to scanning, environmental scanning. We use the screen log mode of information. So we gathering the information to detect emerging trend, to detect the trend, to create set scenario. That is environmental scanning. Gathering information, detect the trend, and create the set scenario. And we use the competitive intelligence. We use the intelligence competitive. So the competitor, we must to to get information, to accurate information about the competitor that allow manager to anticipate what for, to anticipate the competitor action, to anticipate the competitor action. Why we must gathering information about our competitor, and we strong here to accurate information, because manager have to anticipate competitor action. Manager have to anticipate the competitor action, not only in react, rather than merely react to them. We have to anticipate. Finally, we're talking about the SWOT analysis. We have identifying organizational opportunities. This is the organizational opportunities. What does it mean about the organizational opportunities? We get this from the outside of organization, from environment, competitor, customer, government. That is the environment. From them, we got the organization's opportunities. We have to analyze an organization's strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat in order to identify strategy. What for? What for we must to analyze using the SWOT analysis to identify a strategic nice. SWOT analysis, the strength is focus on internal resource. Weakness, that the resource organization internal too, but weakness talking about the lack. Activities that is does not do well, that the lack in internal organization. And strength is the valuable thing that organization can do well, that organization can do well. Core competency, for example, the strength, for example, is core competency, the unique skill, resource that represent a competitive edge, the unique skill, resource, specific resource, that is the strength. And opportunity is external factor. The threat is external factor too. But the opportunity is the positive. The threat is the negative. So we can say the threat is the negative external environment forces. Opportunity, positive external environmental factors. Okay, that is the SWOT analysis. We have for the big strategy, the grand strategies. For firstly, the growth strategies. How to increase level of its operation of the organization. How to increase level of the organization operation. That is the growth strategy. And retrenchment strategy, the secondary is retrenchment strategy. This retrenchment strategy is contrary from the growth strategy, because this is the company want to reducing its size or its operation. Growth strategy, company want to increase the level of its operation. In retention strategy, company want to reducing the size or reduce of its operation. Usually this because of the decline. For example, today when the pandemic situation might be, the organization will retracement strategy, will use this retracement strategy. And then the combination strategy, that is the combination, simultaneously proceed two or more growth and retracement strategy, or might be in stability strategy. What is the stability strategy? Absence of significant change. So this is in status quo. You know about this status quo strategy. There are two strategies in growth strategies. Firstly is merger, and then secondly is acquisition. What about merger? Merger is the two company usually similar size. For example, Telkom and Indosat. There is the two company in similar size. Combine the resource, the unit to combine the resource, form a new company. That is the merger. How about the acquisition? Acquisition, the larger company, acquisition come from the larger company buys a smaller one and incorporate the acquired company operation into it on. So this is acquisition by. In merger, combine their resources. In merger, usually of similar size, because they combine their resources. So it's usually in similar size. If not in similar size, maybe the company not agree to merger, but will use the acquisition, because the larger company will acquisition the smaller one. Larger company will acquisition the smaller one, or might be buy. Okay. How about competitive strategies? In strategies, the company won't state the position of organization in such way that it will have distinct advantage over its competition. So they have to make a strategy to leader. Cost leadership might be very efficient, becoming the lowest cost producer. For example, becoming the lowest cost producer in an industry. For example, that is cost leadership strategy. Differentiation strategy. Differentiation, talking about the unique, attempting to be unique in an industry within a broad market. Focus strategy in narrow market segment. So smaller size of the segment market, smaller size in the market segment, small size in the market segment. We attempt to establish an advantage cost differentiation in a narrow market segment. That is the focus strategy. How about the benchmarking? Benchmarking, the search for the best practice among competitor, non-competitor that lead the superior performance. Benchmarking, for example, accreditation. Yes, we know about this accreditation. Our department get accreditation. That is the benchmarking strategy. Accreditation. Maybe in Indonesia, we use the SNI, Standard Nasional Indonesia. That is the benchmarking strategy. We can use case study. We can use case study about this strategy, how we develop the strategy, because we are not a CEO of an organization. We not maybe we don't use this strategy, because we are a student. So this for the for information only. Okay, we skip this topic, and finally that is finished. Identifying competitive advantage and valuable sources of an entrepreneurial opportunity. Ah, okay, we skip this. Okay, thank you very much for attention. That's all, and meet you again in another topic. Please give your comment in discussion channel. Thank you very much. See you next tomorrow. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.